thought about how learning just one new skill could completely rewrite your future? Today, we are sharing some true stories about grabbing big opportunities, making amazing friends, and stepping into a totally new world. Keep listening because this could change everything for you. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Jessica, and it is such a beautiful day to sit down and have a nice, relaxing chat. I am so happy to be here with all of you again. David, how are you doing today? Are you feeling good?
I am doing wonderful, Jessica. Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here and chat with our amazing listeners. How is everything with you?
I am doing great too. I am so ready for another fun conversation today. Our topic is something I know many people will find really interesting. We are going to talk about the true everyday benefits of knowing a second language. In fact, people are always searching online for videos about how learning English changed my life. And today, we are going to share exactly how that happened for us.
Wow, that is such an awesome topic, Jessica. It is so true. Knowing this language is like having a magic key that unlocks a million doors. I actually have quite a few stories about that myself.
Me too, David, because it's not just about memorizing grammar rules or learning a boring list of vocabulary words, right? It's about getting new chances in life, seeing fresh faces, and having experiences you never thought you could have.
Exactly. It brings you into a totally new world. So, Jessica, let us start with your story. What was your first big moment where you realized that this language was really opening a door for you?
That is a really good question. I think my first big memory goes back to my first solo trip. I decided to travel to New York City. It's a huge, busy place, and to get around, you really need to communicate with people.
Oh, wow, that sounds like a huge adventure. How did that go for you?
Well, to be totally honest, I was pretty nervous before the trip. Traveling alone to a big city like New York was a big deal for me. My speaking skills were okay back then, but I was definitely not very confident. But once I arrived in Manhattan, I had no choice. I had to speak every single day just to get around.
Immersion really is the best teacher. Was it super hard for you at the beginning?
A little bit, yes. But very soon, I started meeting so many kind people. I was able to ask for directions on the busy streets, order my meals at local diners, and just have normal, friendly chats with the locals. The feeling of understanding someone and having them understand me back was just incredible.
That sounds amazing. So the language basically made your whole travel experience 100 times better. You probably felt a lot more independent.
I really did. I felt so free and confident. Plus, it allowed me to see different cultures up close. I ended up making friends with people from all over the country who were also visiting the city.
That is a wonderful story, Jessica. For me, one of the most important doors that opened was actually in my professional life.
Oh, really? Tell me more about that, David. I would love to hear it.
Well, a few years back, I was working at a regular office job in Chicago, and my company got a huge new project. It was a massive deal with clients from Silicon Valley and Seattle.
That sounds pretty stressful, actually.
It really was. All the meetings were suddenly in English. Every single document we had to read and write was in English. The company really needed someone who could easily talk to these out-of-state clients and keep things running smoothly.
Ah, I get it now. So your communication skills suddenly became your biggest strength at work.
Exactly. Very important. You see, a lot of people on my team knew a little bit of the language, but they were too shy or uncomfortable to actually lead a video call or write a long, detailed business email.
But you were comfortable doing it. Good for you.
Yes, because of that, my manager actually asked me to step up and be the team leader for that specific project, all because I could speak and write well.
Wow, what a massive opportunity. So learning the language literally got you a promotion at work.
Absolutely. And it was not just about getting a better job title, Jessica. It was the fact that I felt brave enough to speak up in a room full of people, share my thoughts, and easily connect with professionals from totally different backgrounds.
That is such a strong point, David. It proves that this skill can directly boost your career and put you in leadership positions.
Yes, it really does. And you don't even need to work for a giant national company to see the benefits. Even in small local businesses, being the person who can communicate well gives you a massive advantage.
My next story about opening doors is a little different. It's about learning new things, way beyond just the language itself.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. You mean like finding information on the internet?
You hit the nail on the head. In the past, if I wanted to research a specific hobby or topic, the information in my native language was sometimes very limited. The best articles, the latest research, and the most exciting news are almost always published in English first.
That is very true. Most of the top academic papers, especially things related to science and new technology, are published that way.
Yes. So once I got better at reading, I could access so many amazing books and articles. I could watch really cool documentaries without having to wait months for someone to translate the subtitles. It felt like someone handed me a VIP pass to the biggest library on Earth.
That is a brilliant way to look at it, Jessica. Access to global information. It really is the key to the world's knowledge. Do you have a specific example of what you learned?
I do. A while ago, I became very interested in sustainable living and how to be more eco-friendly at home. Because I could search online easily, I found hundreds of amazing blogs, videos, and online courses.
That is fascinating. So you could become an expert on something you loved just because you knew the language.
Exactly. I learned so many useful things, and it actually changed my daily habits. Having the power to just search for anything and learn it yourself is very empowering.
I love that. Now, for me, another huge door that opened was the chance to meet new people without even leaving my house.
Oh, that sounds fun. How did you do that, David?
I started using some language exchange apps on my phone. My original goal was just to practice my speaking skills with native speakers or other learners.
I have heard of those apps. Did you meet anyone interesting?
Oh, absolutely. I ended up having long conversations with people from Texas, California, Florida, you name it. And the best part was that we stopped talking about just grammar very quickly. We started talking about our real lives, the food we eat, our hometowns, everything.
That sounds like such a rich experience. It was not just a lesson, it was a real cultural exchange.
Exactly. I learned so much about how other people live their daily lives and what their local customs are. It made this massive country feel like a small, friendly neighborhood.
That is beautiful. The language really acts as a bridge between totally different places and people.
It is the perfect bridge. In fact, I'm still in touch with a few of those people today. We became genuine friends.
That is awesome, David. It shows how learning can completely grow your social life and give you a broader view. My next point is actually quite similar, but it happened while I was traveling.
Oh, kind of like your first solo trip, but more focused on making friends?
Yes. Later on, when I was traveling, my skills had improved. I wasn't just asking for directions anymore. I could actually sit down in a cafe, relax, and have deep conversations with other travelers.
That sounds incredibly fun. Did you guys end up doing things together?
We did. I was staying at a sunny hostel down in Miami, Florida, and met a really fun group of young people. Everyone was from a different state. We decided to team up and explore the beautiful beaches and the city together for a couple of days.
Wow, that sounds like a scene right out of a movie. And the only way you could all talk to each other was in English?
Yes, it was our only common ground. We spent days sharing funny stories, laughing, and we even went to the local market and cooked a huge dinner together one evening. It's a memory I will never forget.
That is so cool, Jessica. Just think about it. If you had not learned the language, you would have completely missed out on those beautiful moments.
Exactly. Those friendships, even though they only lasted for a few days of my trip, made my travel experience so much richer. It proved to me that language connects humans on a very personal, emotional level.
I completely agree. For me, another amazing benefit was all about entertainment and media.
Oh, I'm a big fan of this one. You mean watching movies or listening to bands?
Yes, exactly. Back before I was confident in my skills, I always had to wait for Hollywood movies to be dubbed or wait for the subtitles in my language. And when I listened to popular songs on the radio, I just hummed along because I had no idea what the lyrics actually meant.
And how is it for you now?
Now I just turn on a movie or a TV show and watch it exactly how it was made, with no subtitles at all. And I actually understand almost everything. The experience is completely different.
I totally agree with you. When you watch the original version, you catch all the hidden jokes, the small details, and the true emotion in the actor's voice. It pulls you into the story so much more.
Yes, and it's the same with music. When you actually understand the words a singer is singing, the song hits you in a much deeper way. You feel connected to the story the artist is trying to tell.
Definitely. It's like unlocking a hidden treasure chest filled with art and stories. What about reading? Do you read original books now?
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge part of it. I used to only buy translated novels, but now I buy the original versions. There's something really magical about reading the exact words the author typed on their keyboard.
That is so true. The pure beauty of the original language, it makes reading a much better experience. So, David, what about something surprising? Was there an unexpected door that opened up for you?
Hmm, unexpected. Yes, actually. I think learning a second language forced me to be a lot more flexible and open-minded in my daily life.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. How did that happen?
Well, when you study a new language, you're forced to look at the world differently. You find new ways to express your thoughts. It's not just swapping one word for another. The whole logic of how a sentence is built is different.
Yes, the grammar rules can sometimes completely flip how you think about a situation.
Exactly. And as we mentioned earlier, talking to people from diverse backgrounds teaches you how to adjust the way you speak. You naturally become a much more patient person.
That is a fantastic point. It basically makes you a more mature, well-rounded human being who is open to new concepts.
Yes, it made me way more open-minded. I learned how to see things from other people's points of view and how to handle sudden changes without getting stressed. It is a life skill, not just a language skill.
That is a really deep way to look at it, David. I love that. For me, a very unexpected door that opened was being able to fix my own problems around the house.
Wait, really? How does English help you fix things around the house? That sounds super interesting.
Well, sometimes things just break. Once, my washing machine completely stopped working. I tried searching for a solution in my native language, but I could not find anything helpful at all.
So you decided to search for the answer online.
Exactly. I just typed my problem into Google and immediately found all these amazing forums and step-by-step video tutorials. I found a guy explaining exactly what was wrong with my exact washing machine model. I followed his steps, fixed it myself, and saved a lot of money.
That is brilliant. So the language literally helped you become a mechanic for a day. That is a very practical benefit.
Highly practical. It made me feel so independent, and it happens all the time now with setting up new tech gadgets or understanding complicated manuals.
That is very true. Most products have their best support and instructions written in English. It gives you a lot of power in your day-to-day life. For me, another big turning point was building my own personal confidence.
That is a very important topic, David. Please tell me more about your journey with that.
When I first started this journey, I was an incredibly shy person. I was terrified of opening my mouth because I was sure I was going to make a mistake and look silly. I hated talking in front of a group.
I am sure so many people listening right now know exactly what that fear feels like.
I know they do. Actually, a lot of people struggle with how to speak English fluently and confidently. And the truth is, you just have to force yourself to do it. I had to push myself out of my comfort zone. I spoke even when my hands were shaking. I practiced even when I knew my grammar was messy. And eventually, with every tiny step, that fear went away and real confidence took its place.
So, the process of learning actually turned into a journey of self-improvement for you.
Absolutely. It taught me how to be persistent. It taught me that making mistakes is a totally normal part of life, as long as you learn from them. The confidence I gained didn't just help me speak better. It made me more confident in my job, my relationships, and everything else I do.
That is a lovely result, David. It proves that the reward for all this hard work is not just being able to talk to others, it literally builds your character.
It truly does. I am a much stronger and more capable person today because of it. And eventually, that confidence led me to start helping my friends and family when they struggled with their own emails or homework. That feeling of helping others is actually what led me to want to share knowledge online.
That is so inspiring. From being a shy learner to a confident speaker and now helping out so many others.
Jessica, this has been such a heartwarming and inspiring chat today. It's really powerful to reflect on all these unique stories and see how much a language can transform a person's path.
It really is, David, and I truly hope that anyone listening today feels a spark of inspiration to keep going. Just remember that every single small effort you make today is quietly opening a brand new door for your future.
Yes, exactly. Do not feel like you need to make massive, stressful changes all at once. Just start small. Try translating a song you like. Read a short, simple news article, or just say hello to someone new online.
Every little step counts, and we really want to hear from all of you listening right now.
Yes, please jump into the comments and tell us what kind of amazing doors has learning a new language opened for you. We read the comments and we absolutely love hearing your personal stories.
And if you enjoyed our chat today and found some motivation in our stories, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button.
Yes, please like the video and make sure to share it with your friends, family, or anyone else who is currently studying and needs a little bit of encouragement.
And most importantly, if you want to keep growing, keep learning, and keep practicing with us every single week, please make sure to subscribe to Clarity English Practice Channel. We are always here bringing you fresh, helpful content to keep you moving forward.
Thank you all so much for spending your time with us today. It has been an absolute joy.
Yes, thank you for being here. Keep up the great work, keep practicing, and keep opening those new doors in your life.
We will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.